Thank you very much, and good morning to all the media members in the house. It's a crucial match, but I think the importance of this match comes from a good performance the team showed in matches against Cape Verde. So which means we are here today because of the effort and the commitment that the team showed in the previous two matches. And obviously, if one has to try and characterize and profile this match that we are to play, I think the most important thing is to say we're gonna double and add on what we did in the previous matches. And the most important thing about this game, we know what happens if we get the positive results. So I think in terms of tactical adjustments, I think I will not be fair to the team, but is to add on what it has been working for the team. Because if I bring too many changes, they might affect the momentum, they might affect the rhythm. But if we are standing a good chance of competing and doing well.
Something which is similar to the same situation which happened in 2011, we found ourselves on it now. But I can tell you one thing, there's obviously it's a game which has a lot at stake, but one thing I and my colleagues, we have agreed on one thing, which is don't go with the wave, don't go with the excitement. Because if you can go with the excitement as a player, it means that you're gonna lose it. We are grounded. The same way we approach this first game against Cape Verde is the same way we're gonna approach this game, without any pressure, without any panic. Just going to apply ourselves, because tomorrow's game is less tactic, but is more than mentality. How positive are you? How hungry are you? And if we can come on that game with that same mentality we came against Cape Verde, I think by the end of the game, we'll be smiling, all of us as Botswana. And one thing for sure, I think tomorrow is one of those games which we must come together as a nation. Let us put sentiments and put differences aside and just be one as a nation, and come and support each and every single player which will be put inside the field, so that at the end of the day, we are victorious. And from the player side, everything inside the field, and it has been proven that when we leave everything inside the field, at the end of the day, there's always a smile all over our faces.
If we were not in a press conference, I was going to ask you to clap hands for him, because I think in his statement, there's a lot of positivity, there's a lot of confidence, and as much as he's putting it nicely, there's a lot of bravery in him. And that bravery comes from the whole team. And that simply means that they know what is at stake. And maybe coming to your question, to be honest, when I agreed to take over this responsibility, I said I have been asked to provide service, and it is not about me. It's not about Biro or anyone of the technical team, but it's about the team, the players, the current generation that needs to also write their names in the history books. And I believe that we have done so well in terms of our preparation. And maybe taking some words from the captain, he has mentioned something very important. They always say sports brings people together. And I think this time around we'll say football, zebras should bring us together. And we should put our differences behind. Whether I'm supporting Tafik, I'm supporting Rollers, I should just forget about the team I support, but come and support the national team, so that we get a victory. I want to repeat this, a victory for us. It's a victory for each and every individual in the country. The media people will benefit from that success. business people will benefit, the government itself will benefit, the association and the players. You know, luckily before I came here, I was looking at the number of players who played in that group that qualified for the 2012. When you look at them, maybe 70% of them were already playing outside the country. And immediately they started doing well in the country. They opened doors for others. And that is why we ended up seeing so many players going outside the country to play football. So for me, I think this success means a lot and will mean a lot to each and every member of the society. Thank you. They're so huge that you need to make sure that you prepare well. So I think I'll be very happy we get the results we want, because I think it will complement the sacrifices we have done as a group. Because I think one of the things that is very key is that during this period it's very difficult to sleep. When you are about to sleep, you remember that I did not address certain element. Let me just go and note it down so that I can address it tomorrow. So he can even tell you, this morning I said to them, no, you're just going to activate with set pieces. But when we're about to start with set pieces, something said to me, but we have to remind them of how we want to shape when we defend, how we want to shape when we attack. And these things, they come because you want to make sure that you don't leave anything hanging. You want to make sure that everything is well under control. So I think we have prepared well, and I think the only thing that is left for us is to make sure that we get the results. And like I'm saying, when we celebrate, we should celebrate because we know that we have done enough for the victory.
What kind of team is it, Mauritania, and how will they play?
I don't think they will really change, because I look at them playing Egypt, I look at them playing Cape Verde. I think they more or less keeping the same structure. Two center backs who wants to start the ball at the back and try to hit long balls. Wingers who wants to create 1v1s. Strikers who wants to create moments and situations for second ball and try to sneak behind the defender. So they are very direct, and I don't really think that maybe one would expect that maybe they will change. It is the central midfield where I think maybe they will try maybe to add another pivot, maybe have a double pivot in the midfield, because I think they will say we are playing away and all of that. But we have prepared for every possibility. If they come with the 4-4-2, if they come with the 4-3-3, I think we have done enough in terms of preparing for such situations. I think we'll be making a big mistake if you can think of the Egypt game before we jump this hurdle. There's so much at stake, and this game on its own, it says we need to firstly look at the head-to-head, cancel the head-to-head so that it gives us a clear advantage. And secondly, we should also be saying, after finishing the game against Mauritania, that's when we should give focus to the next match. But if we can now start to divide attention, we might end up not even getting even a single point. Now the focus is to say, let's give focus to the next match, and then we'll think about the Egypt game immediately after we have played Mauritania. Because we all know that the game is at home, and there are so many things that we need to do to make sure that we get the results. So let's keep the focus here, let's get the results, and whatever happens in Egypt in the match against Cape Verde, it's none of our business. Ours is to make sure that we concentrate here, finish the job here, do ourselves a favor, and make everybody happy.
Said it a lot of time. If you are a leader, you must be selfless. It's not about you. It's about what you can bring to the team, or what leverage can you provide so that your next player can shine better. So to me, I think self has died to me. It's no longer me. Maybe sometimes I can say I've passed the level of big pages and what. I'm just here to provide a platform so that the players which are in camp, they can shine and they can bring the best out of them. Then about the game, you're saying another question?
Yeah, no, the message for Botswana.
Yeah, the message for Botswana is just one. It's the same message that I spoke, that I'm pleading with them so that we come together as a nation. Forget about sentiments, forget about the differences. Let's put each and everything aside and come and support your players and support each and every single player that will be inside the field. So that by the end of the game, all of us, as the coach has said, we are happy and we're going to benefit from it. And Botswana as its own also, it will be on the map and everyone will start to recognize that there's talent in Botswana.